Well, hello everyone and welcome to another growing guide here at Larry's Orchids. Today we're covering a growing guide on olives, and I'm so excited to bring to you this growing guide because it's a new item that we carry here at Larry's Orchids. They've only been in shop for about a week now, so we're very excited about carrying this, and it's something that a lot of people have been requesting. So it's one of those items that we like to stress to you all that the requests that we get from you are listened to, and we do in fact begin looking into some of the things that you request. So if one person requests it, we might look into it, but it might be something that is really hard to find. But if multiple people are requesting it, it's something that we'll look a little bit harder into, even since there's so much excitement around that item, and we want to make things possible as much as possible. So we do have our olives here in stock. Finally, we have two varieties. We have the Corinkini and we have the Arborkina. And the Arborkina is going to be more of your olive oil olive. They can all be grown for foliage, and they make excellent foliage plants at that. But for the sense of edibleness, you don't want to really be eating the Arborkina just because it's a little bit harder of an olive. It's a little more bitter of an olive because it has a larger pit and it's a little bit more fibrous, I guess, would be the term that I'm looking for. And the Corinkini would be your Greek olive, the one that you would eat, the one that makes every Greek salad complete with the feta cheese and the pepperoncini peppers. That's going to be your Greek olive, which is going to be more for eating, but it can also be used for olive oil as well. Just people eat it more frequently than turn it into olive oil because that's what you have this one for. So now let's get into the growing guide aspects. The olives, both of the olives, like full sun to no less than partial sun. So a south-facing window that gets good strong sun is going to be your best bet for growing these. You'll notice that a healthy olive will be kind of rounded on the top and will kind of make a spear shape, and that spear shape is going to be kind of shiny and waxy. If you're seeing that, you're noticing great results on your olives, and that lets you know that you're getting enough sun. If they're kind of a dull lime green and they're kind of drooping and they don't have that nice firm waxy appearance, put them in a little bit more sun and they're going to appreciate that. Now the next thing is that if you do not live in a place that gets freezes and frosts, or if you live in a place that gets freezes and frosts, you're going to want to put them in a pot. That way you can take them indoors when it gets in the chance of a freeze or frost, because they're not cold tolerant. They're only cold hardy to about 40 degrees. After that, they start kind of negatively responding, and it's best to not do that. So it's best to just bring them indoors. But if you live in a place that does not have a freeze or a frost, you can leave them outside 365 days a year, given the fact that, that the only thing that doesn't happen is a freeze or a frost. Now, when it comes to watering, these are grown in conditions that do not get water all that often. They're going to be fine if you do water them a little more frequently. About once a week is all we water them, because of the fact that they are Mediterranean, and Mediterranean is sometimes rainy, sometimes not. So they are adaptable to both. If you forget to water it, they're going to forgive you, but if you do water it a little more frequently, we say no more than 2 times a week, it's going to do fine as well. Now, another thing people always ask is bonsai. Is this plant able to be done in bonsai? Absolutely. These plants both can be used in bonsai form. If you trim them back, they will produce side shoots for you, and you can keep them low and compact, obviously making a bonsai. But also, if you want them to grow, they will continue to grow for you, but they do, again, need a little bit of pruning to keep the shape and keep them kind of compact to able to be fit in your house. Now the next thing is fertilizing. I typically fertilize my olive trees about once a month. They're not too picky on the fertilizer, but they do like a little more nitrogen. So a 10-5-5 is going to do very well for you. Or any organic fertilizer is what I like to use that is a little more favoring of the nitrogen. So that's going to do really well for you, and it's going to get those nice green leaves that you're looking for, and it's also going to help promote growth. Now the very last thing I know I'm going to get is when it comes to repotting, what to repot it in, what kind of growing medium does it like. Here at Larry's Orchids, we like to use a 1-to-1 ratio of cactus mix to potting soil. Basically, all that means is just a little more perlite and a little more vermiculite, because in a Mediterranean climate, they're not growing in a whole lot of loose, loamy, fertile soil. It's a little more coarse, it's a little more mountainous and rocky, so they do get the drainage, but plants obviously are going to do well in a growing situation that has a little more loamy, water retaining soil. So that's why we add the regular potting soil mixture. But if you can't provide the 1-to-1 ratio, again, just any potting soil from your big box store is going to work really well for you. And that's all there is to growing olives. They're pretty simple and they make a great house plant. So hopefully you'll check them out. Links are in the description box below if you're interested in purchasing them or looking at them a little bit closer. Also, if you enjoyed this episode, please click the subscribe button. That helps us know who we're reaching, and it also helps you stay up to date whenever we upload a cool video like this. And also, if you have any friends or are in a feud with someone, extend them an olive branch and send them the link to this video. I think they'll appreciate it as well. And as always, this is Luke from Larry's Orchids, thanking you for making us the #1 stop shop for all your orchid and tropical needs. Take care, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.